Hi students, we are going to study the physics second chapter, unit and measurement. Unit and measurement. First of all, we want to know what is meant by physical quantities. Physical quantity can be measured directly and can be expressed in number. Any quantity that can be measured directly and expressed in number, we can say that it is a physical quantity. There are two types of physical quantities. First one is fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Fundamental quantities, the quantities which cannot be expressed in terms of any other physical quantities are called fundamental quantities, which cannot be expressed in any other quantities. Then derived quantities. Derived quantities are those quantities operation is based on other physical quantity. Its operation is based on other physical quantities is called a derived quantity. Example, displacement, velocity, etc. And then what are the characteristics of physical unit? A physical unit. What are the characteristics of physical unit? That is well defined. First one is well defined, and second one is convenient size. Then I should not change with the time. It should be a constant value and should be easily accessible. These are the some desirable characteristics of a physical quantities. Then we can go to system of charges. System of charges. There are four system of charges. First one is CGS system. First one is CGS system. CGS system. CGS system in length, mass, time. That is, here the length is taken as centimeter and mass is taken as gram and time is taken as second. It is CGS system. CGS system. Next, FPS system. FPS system. Here length is taken as foot and mass is taken as pound and time is taken as second. Time is taken as second, that is pound and time is taken as second. Then MKS system. Next one is MKS system. MKS system. Here length is taken as meter and mass is taken as kilogram and time is taken as S. These are the three basic system of unit, that is CGS system, FPS system and MKS system. CGS system, length is taken as centimeter and mass is taken as gram and time is taken as second. Then FPS system. In a FPS system, length is taken as foot and mass is taken as pound and time is taken as second. In MKS system, length is taken as meter and mass is taken as kilogram and time is taken as second. Then next one, SI system. SI system. In SI system, there are 7 basic quantities. 7 basic quantities. First one is length. Length in SI unit is meter. Length, meter. Then second one is mass. Mass, length. Second one is mass. Mass in kilogram. Mass we taken as in kilogram. Kilogram. Then time. In third one is time. Time is taken as second. And temperature. Temperature is taken as Kelvin. Kelvin, that is K. Kelvin, K. Then luminous intensity. Luminous intensity is candela CD. Luminous intensity is taken as CD. Then electric current. Electric current, that is ampere. Ampere, it is A. And last one is amount of substance. Amount of substance, that is SI unit is mole. We taken as mole. That is MOL. Unit is MOL, mole. These are the 7 SI SI system basic quantities, that is length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity and amount of substance. These are the 7 basic quantities of SI system. SI system. Then another supplementary two quantities also there, that is plane angle and solid angle. Plane angle and the solid angle. In plane angle, the radian is the unit. RAD, radian is the unit. RAD, radian is the unit. And in solid angle, the unit is steradian, SR. SR is the unit. These are the two supplementary quantities, plane angle and solid angle. The plane angle unit is radian, RAD, and solid angle steradian, SR. These are the supplementary quantities. Then we can move to measurement of length. Measurement of length. The length can be measured in two ways, that is direct method and indirect method. A direct method is using any meter scale or any vernier scale or screw gauge, spirometer. We can measure directly the length by using meter scale, spirometer, screw gauge, etc. This is called a direct method. Then indirect method are of two types, that is first one is parallax method. Parallax method is used to find out the distance of planets or star from Earth. That is long distance we have to find out using a parallax method. The distance between, then there are 2 points. We want to find out the length or distance from a star to Earth. That is we want to observe it into 2 points, that is A and B are the 2 points of observation from the Earth. Star, this is the star. Then the distance from Earth to star we taken as D. It is here also D, and the distance between the two observation point taken as basis, that is B. Then the angle taken as theta. Then we can consider this as a radius of a circle. Radius of a circle. Then this is the radius of the circle, and this can be taken as arc. Then arc or theta. The angle is equal to theta is equal to arc by radius. Here the arc is taken as B by radius is the distance from sun to or star to Earth, that is D. We want to find out the D is equal to B by theta. This is the parallax method, that is D can be or distance from Earth to sun or Earth to planet can be written as D is equal to B by theta. Also we want to find out the diameter of any planets or any object. Diameter of a planet or any object can be written as, consider this as Earth. You want to find out, or it has consider this as a moon. You want to find out the diameter of a moon. You first of all mark one diametrically opposite point, that is A and B. Then we are in Earth. Observe these 2 points. The 2 points. This is the diameter of the moon. We want to find out the diameter of a moon. We taken as D, and the distance from observatory point, that is B to Earth, can be represented as D, and the angle between them we taken as alpha. Then you consider this as a radius of a circle. Then it will become arc of the circle, then alpha can be written as alpha is equal to d by d, small letter d by d, then d, the diameter can be represented as diameter is equal to alpha into d. These are the two methods of measuring large distance. Then we want to know how we can transform degree into radian or minute into radian or second into radian. Then 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radian. If you want to convert minute into radian, that is 1 minute is equal to pi by 180 into 60 radian. Pi by 180 into 60 radian. Then we want to convert minutes into pi by 180 into 60 into 60, that is minute into radian, that is pi by 180 into 60 into 60 radian, that is equal to, it can be represented as 1.745 into 10 raised to minus 2 radian, and minute 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian, and second can be represented as 4.85 into 10 raised to minus 6 radian. These are the three way to convert degree into radian, minute into radian, and second into radian. These are the two values, you should by heart it. Okay, thank you.